All right, hello, my lovely little titans. So this is gonna be a pretty chill stream, especially after the excitement of last week's. If you weren't there, I got banned for doing a try not to sing Disney challenge because apparently YouTube doesn't like when you stream anything Disney, I guess, or something, whatever. But yeah, I've got my laptop, so I'm just gonna do work on the channel or something like that while chatting with you guys, just to be a little more productive than I've felt lately. So how's everybody doing? How's your week been? Hello, Crystal. Hello, Ira. How are you guys? Hello, Suna. Hey, CV. How are you doing? Hi, Rose. Not too bad. Just been having a week, I guess. Oh, Suna, are you Ash? Is that another one of Ash's accounts, I hope? Oh, what did you get pierced, Crystal? That sounds interesting. The only thing I have pierced are my ears. I'm just gonna hit everything. Well, thank you, Brittany. That's very kind of you to say. My first prom in 2 weeks. Nice. Awesome, CV. Going with anybody special? Oh, thank you, Brittany. Ooh, you got a cartilage piercing, Crystal? Dang. Dang, that had to hurt. Like I said, I've only ever had my my ear part pierced twice. Technically 3 times, because when I had it done when I was little, that didn't work out. And then I got it done again when I was like 12 or 13, and then I had my second piercings done when I was 15. Oh, just friends see me? That's not bad. I went to my one and only prom with a guy that was it's probably one of my better friends. I think you guys have seen him on the channel sometimes. It's Millennial. He he was my prom date, and we've just been friends ever since. Off and on. You know how it gets after a certain point. You're just like, you know the person, you talk to them, but you don't like talk to them regularly. Not bad. The cleaning part's gonna be. It's just remembering to clean. It's the fun part, hard part. Because sometimes you get complacent in not doing it. But the first few days, yeah, you're gonna do it because it feels good. Because it's like, oh, this is something cold on my really, really sore ear. Your prom is 420. Nice. They didn't want to do it for 420. Thanks to Wholesome. Nice. Nice, Ash. I like you closing credits, but I'm just going to mark you as friend. Nice. Your prom was a few weeks ago. Very cool. Sorry, I think I misread Crystal. I'm sorry. Oh no, who was the CV was the prom. CV was the prom. Got it. Okay, I can think sometimes. Oh, nice, Sharos. Let's see. Wish I had music. What do I have for music today? Do I have a favorite Attack on Titan character? Immediately what springs to mind is Levi, then Aaron, then Hanji, in that order. Seen Uncharted. Are you talking about the oh god. The movie or the game? Because I've heard of the game. I haven't seen the movie with Tom Holland in it yet, though. Wow, Ash. Interesting idea. You have seen it, Brittany? Yeah, I haven't personally seen it. The last movie I saw was the new Batman movie, which I highly recommend. I very much recommend the new Batman movie. It was phenomenal. Obviously, everybody was kind of divided over Robert Pattinson being Batman, but he did a good job. He did an amazing job as Batman, so I highly recommend everybody go see it. Yeah, Crystal, that's the big part, is keeping that earring in. I think I very rarely ever changed the second holes for the longest time. Because I got these two little fake diamond earrings that were in there, and they just kind of matched everything I had, so I just left them in. Loved Uncharted. Haven't seen Uncharted, and so we saw Sonic 2. I've heard good things about the second Sonic movie as well. Robert can be my new Batman. Yes. Robert can be the new live action Batman, and then Jensen Ackles can be the new animated Batman. We can go with this. Not seen a single Batman movie. You are missing out, Sharose. Heard it's a really long movie, and that's probably why I will wait to see it at home. Yeah, not a bad idea. I mean, it was a really long movie. I mean, it's no longer than most Marvel movies. So if you can sit through a Marvel movie, you can sit through this new Batman movie. But it was well worth the sit. Maybe not well worth the sit with the 2-year-old. But luckily we were like the only ones in the theater at the time. So I have the Demon Slayer movie on Blu-ray. Nice. Very cool. Have you guys seen the new Fantastic Beasts? No, I have not seen Secrets of Dumbledore. I'm very curious why they have it as the Secrets of Dumbledore. Like, is it just a secret that he was involved with Grindelwald, or is it like more to it than that? Basically neglected or Baka takes him in his wing because he has very nice, Ash. I won't when I won't like it. I know. I won't want to get up and miss anything. Well, I mean, there are certain parts where you can just kind of leave and you'd be able to catch up, but I see your point. I went to the bookstore and I've been going 2 years. I found out they have a manga section. Wow. Oh man. Yeah, Crystal, I end up just buying my manga off of Amazon normally because really they jack the prices up sometimes at like Barnes and Noble and stuff, and you can never find the whole series. But if you go on Amazon, you can just order what you want. Like, that's why I have the Colossal Edition, at least editions 1 through 4 for Attack on Titan. Who is your celebrity crush? Really don't have one. What about you guys? I don't have a celebrity crush. See wholesome taking from angst. Yes, because that first part of it wasn't angst at all, right? J.K. Rowling said it in an interview. I don't trust anything that woman says, even about her own stuff. I also can't talk much. Busy getting ready. Oh, that's fine. If I'm just glad you're able to join for a little bit. All the My Hero ones were 1 through 30. Nice. Mine is really basic. Tom Holland. I think everyone is in love with Tom Holland. Either Tom Holland or Ryan Reynolds. I think Ryan Reynolds is like every man's crush. Like, no doubt about it. He is, by default, every man's crush. Happy Easter to you too, Sharos. Thank you. CB, I don't know. Tom Holland is cute and early. Yeah. I mean, he's not a bad person. He's hilarious. Nope, I'm in love with Zendaya. Or Zendaya, sorry. Easter. He's mine for the sake of the memes. That's my tag. Oh, crush on the guy who plays Draco in Harry Potter. Tom Felton. Yeah, I did for a while when I was a teenager too. I thought it was really cute. But currently, no. I think at some point I would say you move beyond having celebrity crushes, but I know a lot of people don't, so can't really say that. Just for me, I moved beyond it. I can still appreciate how they all look, but as far as crushes, no. I'm 17. I mean, it's expected. We've been groomed to have crushes on celebrities since we were like 10, and like Justin Bieber and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and everything. All of those were a thing, and now it's like used to be One Direction and the Jonas Brothers and all sorts of other people. So we're all kind of groomed from a very young age to have crushes on celebrities and stuff. So it makes sense. And then it goes away when we get older and we realize that it's all. Oh, okay, Crystal. Just remember, if you want a fic or a video, just put the request in. I did put up a community post for those. So whenever your birthday is, just put it in there and I'll do whatever you'd like. Within reason, of course. The English voice actor for Aaron Bryce Papenbrook, really? Okay. I have a hard time, like, I think for a while, I've ended up where it's like you like certain voices from certain like games and anime and everything, but then you look up what they look like and you're like, it doesn't match. Because you have it stuck in your head because they're this anime character and this anime character looks a certain way, but then you look up the person and it's like, nope, they don't look anything like it, but their voice doesn't match how they look either. I've learned to temper my expectations for how voice actors look. Let's see. Oh, hey, Sky. Happy Easter. Yeah, I'm going to be 17 in August. Okay. I think 8 to August 2nd. I think my favorite actor is a guy named Timothy Chalamet. He's not bad either. I haven't seen much with him in it though, but from what I like the clips of things I have that have him in it, he's really good. Said I rewatched Attack on Titan revised. Never watched the first season. What? How do you skip the first season? Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of easy when the second season was so much better because, that's when we had Levi and Hanji and Erwin and all of them. I think voice actors. Yes, he is. Bryce Papenbrook is Aaron and Cat Noir and Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins and Kirito from Sword Art Online, just to name a few. We probably know him from a lot more, but those are the only ones I can think of right now. He is. Who's your anime crush? He's a lot. LOL. Hey, Levi or L? Levi. Of the two, Levi. Yeah, I didn't realize the voice was the same till new season. Okay. Looked it up. Yeah. And I think the chick who plays Ladybug actually used to date or was engaged to the singer on YouTube. Nate Wants to Battle. What did Ash, I think the last thing I saw was about how you said you're not doing any more angst. So you might need to repost it. Hanji was annoying for half of the series. I think they were trying to figure out Hanji's character because I can agree. And then Hanji became a badass in season 3. So I remember there being a Levi thing for people. always a thing. Mine is Karma from Classroom. Oh shit! Really? Really? Nice. Hanji was so sweet and crazy. I know. She got, again, at the very beginning, introduces the crazy Psycho Titan enthusiast, and then like you get further into it and you realize, no, just as deranged as the rest of them, but she managed to hang on to her humanity a little longer. Also I skipped it because it was not what I watched, which is Hulu. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. I watched Attack on Titan on Crunchyroll, and then I bought the DVDs and watched it there. And then I still say season 2. I think season 2 is when they were doing the village thing where they were where it was Bertolt and Reiner. I think that's what they consider season 2, and then season 1 like is really long. Yeah, I think that's how they have it broken up. Season 1 is super long, and it's broken up into 2 arcs, which is when they're training, and then the whole Trost arc, everything like that. And then we have season 2, which is the village with Bertolt and Reiner, and that. And then season 3 is Historia, and season 4 is this bullshit. This bullshit I can't bring myself to watch. Yes, movie is hot and badass. Levi is also definitely my favorite character. I have a plush of him. Nice. I have a pop figure of Levi, and of course I have the picture in the background. My husband got me that. I discovered Attack on Titan on accident. I had heard a lot about it, and I tell this story quite often when people ask about it, and like what got me started. I initially was very reluctant to watch it because of how toxic the fandom was at the time. When everything kind of died down after a while, I finally watched the first season, fell in love with it, watched the second season when it like had just come out fully. And then from there, I became obsessed with it. I don't even know why, but it's like, I used to love Death Note in a similar way to how I love Attack on Titan, but I love Attack on Titan more. So I don't know why. It just became my thing. And then I started cosplaying. I started watching more, and I got more into the lore. And I think I, again, set myself up for disappointment because I thought of a way for how I wanted things to go, and then it didn't go that way. But I still enjoy the series, even though it didn't go the way I would have taken it. I can still enjoy it to a point. I've been watching clips of this last season. My heart hurts too much. It's so painful to watch. Hulu is annoying. Yeah, Hulu is annoying. In the adoption process, back to finds out then keys. Oh, nice. Very nice. Actor who played Spencer Reed, Matthew Gray Coupler. Yes, he's awesome too. saw cosplays got into fan art and I watched the second season. I try to stay away from fan art. It gets weird. I'm honestly sticking away from the fan fiction stuff right now because people are getting weird. Like I realize that everybody has their own way of writing. But there are some topics people write about a lot of that I'm not comfortable with or I find very strange to see or find overdone or cliche or something like that. So I haven't really enjoyed a lot of fanfic of late from Attack on Titan. I'm sure there's really good ones out there. I'm not saying there aren't, but from what I've looked at, not so much. I think the last episode of season 4 will be a movie. I've heard that too, but I'm like, but they've also said that they want to make it a part 2 to this final season. So part 3. So we're gonna have season 4 part 1, season 4 part 2, and season 4 part 3. Why do fandoms have to be so toxic? Like people have their own opinions. I don't know. Unfortunately, that's also part of the reason why I didn't really get into My Hero Academia. I'm still not really into My Hero Academia, mostly because of fandom. Fandoms ruin really good series, like Black Butler. No, I'm not saying Attack on Titan's perfect, but I've at least had better encounters with it than I have Black Butler. Like people get really scary when they're talking about some of their favorite fandoms and their opinions and stuff. People get scary. Will it be a movie? I thought there would just be a part 3. Yeah, I've only heard that it's going to be part 3. That everybody's super pissed about it being a part 3. It's like, guys, it's a lot to unload. Should they have just made it a season 5? Probably should have just made it season 5. I mean, most anime don't get that far, but why make it season 4 part 3? Just make it season 5. If it's only 12, like most seasons are 12 episodes. Technically, if you look at it from that perspective, season 1 should have been 2 seasons, part 1 and part 2. So then we would have had season 1, season 2, season 3, where season 2 would be, then season 4, where season 3 is, and then 5, 6, 7, or 8 at this point. We should have like 8 seasons of Attack on Titan, but we don't. We have half of that. Not fan art, just pretty fan. Yeah, I mean, there are some really nice fan arts. Like, I was part of DeviantArt for a while, and they have some really amazing ones. I go on Pinterest, and I look and see pretty cool ones. But sometimes people get weird. I don't know what it is about it being a fan thing, but stuff gets weird very quickly, very easily. I don't know. I'm sure people would say that about what I've written. It's weird. And I have had people say that about my stuff. It's weird. I actually had somebody recently read one of my stories, leave a comment saying, I don't know what I just read, but can you properly tag it? Because I have this tag blocked or something. And I'm like, how the hell is that my problem that my story came up on your tag because even though you have it blocked? And why is it my responsibility that you don't read it? That's not, you can just choose to read it. And I gave a pretty good description of what it is. So I don't know. People are weird. I've learned that after several years doing fanfics and stuff. People get weird and super defensive and super protective. And it's like, guys, it's not your stuff. We're just borrowing it. If fan art of an 8, maybe 9. Oh, wow, nice. Cleaning my nails, nice, right? Their jokes for the creator. He'll just keep making new parts. Right? We'll get 3 episodes into this part 3 and they'll go, and part 4 coming out in 2024. Like, God bless America. I have a Clans fanfic I'm writing with my... Nice. That's another problematic fandom is Age of Ultron. Will not get involved in that one. Who remembers the live action? I do. I remember it. It's not bad. It's not the best. It's not bad. And if anybody calls it the Netflix adaptation, they're wrong. It never was. It was all... Same with the Netflix Full Metal Alchemist movie. It wasn't. It made in Japan and just brought over to Netflix. Not their rendition. Why can Attack on Titan end so suffering can end? Well, I mean, technically the manga has ended. So there you go. Better than Death Note. Okay. The Death Note live action is good for one scene and one scene only. Which is when Light screams his head off when he meets Ryuk. That was the best scene. I died laughing. I died laughing at the memory. So there we go. And Avatar. Yeah, Avatar: Last Airbender. Hopefully Netflix does better. Hopefully Netflix or Disney does better with Percy Jackson, because that got announced and that's got a casting already. Let's see. Moon, what's the link thing for Discord? Tech just put it in there. At Moon. What's going on? I see C from you, Ash. I don't see anything else. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of glad they're making us wait until next year because I want to finish the manga before the show is done. Fair enough. Fair enough. In what movie they have a baby Thanos giving like to have babies? Oh my god, I forgot about that. The live action Avatar was trash. It really was. I want to watch the live action of Assassination Classroom. I've heard good things. I say good things. Probably more mixed things about it. That's how I got into Avatar for the live action. But I realized it's trash. I mean, yes, it was. It was always going to be trash. Especially when they have Ong. We're getting the next Avatar? Wait, what? Are they making it live action again? How was it really? Yeah, it really was. Oh god. Hey guys, Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out. And I hope soon. I don't know when, but I hope it comes. Yeah. I think it's probably going to be either next year or the year after, but it looks amazing. Saw that announcement, was super excited for it. This is me where I make a playlist of my characters to see. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. To see my characters for book. Not confident in my creation. Okay, we will definitely. I stopped his Zuko's sister and then skip Suki. How do you skip Suki? What is everyone's favorite Harry Potter movie or book? Movie and book? Goblet of Fire. Autumn and Breathing. Okay. But yeah, my favorite Harry Potter book and movie is Goblet of Fire, honestly. Hello, this is your stalker Mark's Twitter. Mark's gonna wrap up the Dark Road game. Oh God. I don't remember. Yes, that's my favorite. Yep. From there, we are getting the beta for Missing Link lasting this year in the fall, which means full release will be holiday this year, early 2023. Yep. Can you look up on the side right now? Plus, there's no copyright, so I don't want to see your. Oh. However, Kingdom Hearts Force Alley was introduced in the engine they aren't going to use Unreal 4. Wait, is it about the comic dev about the doing the game in Unreal 5? And the reason we got the trailer is well, I mean, Unreal 5 is going to look amazing too. Isn't that what they use for 1, The Matrix, and 2, the new Final Fantasy remakes, Part 7. Final Fantasy 7 remake part 2. So the great team made me 2023, probably 2024, probably. Can you look it up? I'm gonna try. I'll try in a moment. What the hell just happened to my whatever? What? Where's the application? I'm glad I finally able to watch your streams live. I look forward to you watching this and hearing you answer my questions. It's not the same when you're not in live. Fair enough. What was the anime you watched? The first anime I ever watched, not counting intro animes like Pokemon and that, it was Death Note. That was my first ever one. And I'm glad you were able to make it as well, Brittany. No, you're good, sure. Let me see. How do I find... Oh, well, aren't they going to use Unreal 5 for the part 2, though? I remember that insane Matrix. Yes, I do. I literally... Okay, Ash, I found your channel. Holy crap. You brought me back to a show I haven't seen in the longest time, which is the Forest of the Fireflies. That was probably one of my favorite anime movies, aside from anything Studio Ghibli. And what's funny is the creator of that went on to make one of my absolute favorite, hands down, anime, Natsume Yuujincho, or Natsume's Book of Friends. I talk about it all the time on this channel. But everybody needs to go watch it. It's so nice. It's so relaxing. It makes you feel, and it's just wonderful. But I think that's funny. And I think that she meant for it to kind of be like a crossover in a way, but not really. But I think it's an amazing movie. Sad as hell, but it's amazing nonetheless. Darling in the Franxx without knowing it was an anime because of no brain. I haven't seen Darling in the Franxx. I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't seen it. There's a lot I haven't seen, to be perfectly honest. So that was the first one, and then I bounced around a bunch, but my first like full length series was like, when I say full length, I mean like invested in long term, was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and that's still in my top 5. And Cowboy Bebop, it's up there too. Death Note still holds a good place. Attack on Titan. I like Toradora a lot. It's probably one of the few slice of life animes that I will willingly sit and watch again. And Natsume Junto is probably just for a feel good one. And if you watch it subbed, the voice actor for Natsume is Levi. So you get to hear Levi in a different way, which is really nice. I got in My Neighbor Totoro. Nice. Also, cool story drop. Apparently, Quadratum Kingdom Hearts 4. We're getting a couple of people from Juan. Oh, wow. Wow, that's great. Crossover I'm going to do is My Hero and Harry Potter. My friend requested. Nice. Very nice, Crystal. Let's see. I'm going to turn the volume down because I don't know how long this is. Or how loud this is, sorry. Go away, YouTube TV. Do I have volume anymore? Very good characters. Who remembers when Kingdom Hearts graduated? Axel and Roxas is like the biggest joke. Oh my god. No way. Did you see my creations yet? I'm watching them right now. I think they're phenomenal. It's very well done. I'm on the first one. I'm going to watch the next one. The story took me forever to come up with. I feel that. I've been trying to come up with a good Percy Jackson one because I've loved Percy Jackson forever, because what kid that grew up like reading Greek mythology didn't grow up loving Percy Jackson and all that? We all had a Greek mythology phase. We all had a Percy Jackson phase because of it, or we had a Greek mythology phase because of Percy Jackson. And I've been wanting to write for Percy Jackson, but my ship is very unpopular. People get really pissy, and that's another fandom that's very toxic at times because of how everybody wants to ship everything and how everybody sees everything. It's like, for the love of God, it's just a story. If you don't play, just watch the cutscene movies. Yeah, cutscene movies are fantastic. I watch most of whatever games I don't have the time to play myself. I watch on YouTube for the scenes. Still in a phase, but tell me which version you like better, 1 or 2. I think the first one, the Autumn Now, Aaron and Bree, they're very good, but I think you did a really good job on the next one that you posted just a few days ago. I think that it's really good. It's both really good, but I think there's obvious. It's really good. I don't know. I can't really tell which one I like better because they're both different in good ways, even though they're the same people. But I think they're phenomenal. I honestly can't tell you if I like one better than the other. I think they're just really good. I think I like the just the way you had. I think I'm just partial to sketching because I like the sketching aspect. And actually, your person with the glasses, I can't tell if that's Autumn or Bree. I'm sorry. I think actually looks like the main character from Persona 5. So really good job there. Are you done with the Attack on Titan manga? No. I am not done with it. My husband will probably force me to get it to buy it all. But I'm up to where season 3 is in manga wise. But I mean, I've kept up with the manga through YouTube because people are amazing that way. But physically reading it, no. I've not finished. I will make myself read it. I will make myself finish it. And depending on when they decide to release the series finale, I'm actually going to record myself watching it. So you guys get my full-on reaction because this season is killing me and I've just watched clips. I can't bring myself to watch the whole thing yet. I have to mentally prepare myself. I'm not in a good headspace for this show to end. Who remembers Wolf Children? Oh, yes. Yes, it's so sweet. I don't have any ships, to be honest, in those movies. Percy Jackson movies? Because Percy Jackson's also a book series that's very freaking in-depth. I have a new ship in my life. I can't unsee it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Percy Jackson. Yeah, so Percy Jackson, along with those movies, had books. Still have a lot of books. Like Rick Riordan wrote the first 5 and then wrote like a dozen more. All about Percy Jackson and his friends. And my ship that I've come to actually like and enjoy is Percy and Nico D'Angelo. And I'm not saying like, Nico now when he's 14 and Percy's like 16. No. I was thinking more when they got older, like when Nico's 17 and Percy's like 18 or 19, because the reason I don't post a lot about it or do a lot about it is because people get really, really, really against it because I guess of age difference and shit. And because everybody really just wants everybody to stay with their ship, like with their original pairing. Like everybody wants Annabeth and Percy to stay together. Everyone wants Nico and Will to stay together. And I'm like, guys, realistically, you're not going to marry the person you dated when you were 12. It doesn't happen that way. And Annabeth and Percy, if you look at them objectively, not a really good fit. Not a really good fit. The biggest thing that really kind of drove me away from Annabeth and Percy, because for the longest time I was like, oh yeah, this is great, this is amazing, is because as I developed as an adult and I saw, different traits in relationships, I realized that in Annabeth and Percy's case, Percy's always trying to catch up to Annabeth. He always feels like he needs to do something to prove his worth to Annabeth. And like, he doesn't do that great in school. Well, school's not his thing. Never was. But he goes through the trouble of trying to get into these, like to buckle down and get into these advanced classes so he can go to college with Annabeth. Annabeth doesn't do anything to prove anything, like doesn't do anything to reciprocate Percy like that. He's always trying to be the one that does something to impress her, to show her why it's like, no, that's not healthy when you have to constantly try to prove to your partner why you should be their partner or prove your worth as their partner. No, that just isn't healthy. And then with Nico and Will, Nico, I feel like is like Nico and Will are a really great starting off relationship, but they're both 14. So obviously that's not going to last long. Of course, there are exceptions, but generally. And I think that they would be good to grow. They would probably be good friends after and everything, but I don't think they're long-term. But Nico needs somebody to help him become comfortable with himself and his place in the world. And Will would be good for that. But eventually I think Percy and Nico would be really good for each other because they don't have to prove anything to each other. Nico's always might feel like he has to, but Percy would never ask that of him, never require it, and probably knock him upside the head if he did it. Whereas Nico will show Percy that he is worth something. So, I don't know. I feel like they have a better balance in their relationship than Annabeth and Percy do. Like, I feel like Annabeth is very toxic at times. Since, like, from episode 1, there's tensions. I've seen a lot of videos about people hating on the Attack on Titan ships. They've said really rude things like this is to preserve they ship these characters. Wow. I like it, to be honest. Imagine Grover and Talia weren't there, Annabeth and Luke. Yes. Imagine the character from Percy Jackson is actually a child of Loki. And nice. I actually like that. No, I think Annabeth and Luke would have been better, to be perfectly honest. I like the ship moon. Sounds good. Well, thank you, Crystal. But yeah, Brittany, I've seen a lot of bad. I really get tired of the way people handle ships in Attack on Titan because everybody screams for Eren and Mikasa. Why? Why? Eren actively disliked her up until a point, but that point didn't come until the very end. And it's like, it seemed to just have been a curveball thrown in there just for the fun of it. They never really actively had anything. And it was more like I don't want her to be with anybody else because I like the fact she's obsessed with me kind of thing, even though I don't really like these. It was a very weird thing. I don't like that they made Eren and Mikasa canon at the end. Just because it felt so weird. Like, it didn't feel well-rounded, I guess. I don't mind. I wouldn't have minded if that was canon if it had made sense. It just didn't make sense to me. I think Armin and Annie, if given the time, could have actually been a pretty good ship. I've seen that a lot. I don't disagree with it, but I think it needed some more time because, again, given some time, they would be good. Again, I even think Historia and Armin would be good for each other too. But again, that needs some time. Of course, Historia and Amir can be a thing. It can be a thing. And I didn't mind that either. But they were at least affectionate. And Amir was very open about her affection and her like. Whereas Mikasa and Eren, it was like Mikasa tells Eren to do something. Eren says no and runs away. How do you build a relationship off of that? And they met when they were 8 or 9 years old. Eren killed people, and she was like, "What?" And then I think honestly, if somebody wants to make an argument for Stockholm syndrome, Mikasa's there. If you think about it, or savior syndrome, one of the two. But she definitely, if like normal Mikasa before that trauma, would not have been interested in Eren. Or maybe they could have been a more realistic ship if she wasn't like how she is. But doesn't really work. Sorry, I'm going to catch up with everybody. I don't like Eren and Mikasa. Mikasa got less annoying in season 4, but she mellowed, but not much. Then she went and tried to look like a guy. I don't get why they retconned her so hard. She looks like a man. She looks like Levi, but taller. It was weird. Erwin is one of the... Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure Eren is gay, to be honest, just the way he acts. And why would we be mad? I think Eren should have been gay, or at least had more of an interest in somebody else. I mean, you're not wrong, Crystal. No. Mikasa and Eren don't make sense in the end, and Mikasa is way too tough. Mm-hmm. So Carla's like 4 or 5 years younger than her childhood best friend, so she's younger than my FC Era, who's older than Carla. Just imagining Era. Okay, nice. Ashton Irwin is the brown hair, blue eyes, but the colored freckled girl needs a new name. Everybody go check out Ash's site and let's give a name to this new person. Thank you. Mika says trying to look like Levi. So yes, that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too. I'm like, Mika says actively trying to look like Levi. And it's weird. And I think it was so Eren would notice her. But they made, I don't know why. I was watching some clips from the new season. I think it was like the little movie they did where they were all like in Marley undercover or something just to enjoy themselves. And they showed Mikasa. But it's side by side, Mikasa and Sasha. Sasha still looks like herself, still looks very feminine, very pretty. And I'm not saying you can't look pretty and be masculine, but Mikasa was always very feminine looking. She had curves. She had a chest. She had softer angles. And then they are sitting, Mikasa and Sasha, side by side, and Mikasa looks so square. Like, she doesn't have curves or anything anymore. She doesn't look like a girl anymore. She looks like a man. And it's like, why did they change her so much? Did they want it to make more sense for Aaron to be after her now? Because she looks like a man and she looks like Levi? Because they couldn't give us Levi, they gave us Mikasa looking like Levi? I don't know. But I was really disappointed in how they retconned Mikasa. Like, I know everybody had the memes about Mikasa, how she looked very masculine in the new season. They're not wrong. They really did. They did her dirty. Like, I mean, Sasha looks amazing. Historia looked amazing. Like, all the other women looked amazing except Mikasa. Why did Mikasa have to be the one that got the short end and look more masculine? And again, I'm not saying you can't be masculine, very masculine looking girl, but she started off as a very feminine looking girl, and they evolved her into masculine for no apparent reason. And it's very uncomfortable to look at. Because you know what she used to look like. You know she used to be this really pretty girl. And now they made her look like Levi, but taller, with boobs. Where did that come from and why? Sarah will not love you just because you look like his boyfriend. And the amount of time she keeps calling him family when she most likely sees him as more than friends or more than family. Exactly. He asked her flat out, what do I mean to you? She's like, your family. Dude. Where do we get they're in love with each other bullshit? I don't get it. I mean, I got it more when we had season 1 through 3. I got it more then that they could have been more, but guys, why did you have to change it so much? Like, I don't know what Isayama was thinking with all these changes, but frankly, I don't like what they did. It's really like, I can accept Aaron behaving the way he did because reasons. I can accept Armin being the masochist he always was, even though I feel like they dumbed him down significantly. But I can't accept Mikasa being the way she is now. She was so, like, I liked her more in season 1 and 2 and 3 than I do now. I'm honestly really sad for the character because of how much she's changed and how much they've done to her. It's like, you guys did her so dirty. And she was actually a pretty good character. She was pretty badass. And if you didn't have her around Aaron, she was very normal. But no, they decided that, you know, we're going to do it this way, and we're going to have it where we have it out of left field. They're in love with each other. They never were. Mikasa was obsessed with Aaron, and Aaron was actively running away from her. You can't build anything on that. And even now, she's like, oh, your family. Okay, can we just accept that and move on? I got her Mikasa stop with the lies, right? I got her most recent wig for season 4, and I'm kind of afraid to wear it. I mean, you just had to buy a Levi wig. Aaron Levi forever. Season 4 of Attack on Titan. Why? Armin got a hell of a glow up. Yes, I will say he did. Bye, you guys. Good night or good morning, wherever you guys are. Bye, CV. Bye-bye. But no, I agree. I agree with all of you guys about this stuff. Armin did get a good glow up. Thank God they got rid of that weird Prince Valiant haircut he had going on for him. I like his new haircut now. But he's so like, they called Aaron a suicidal bastard. I think Armin's just been wanting to die since he came back. Like, honestly. I like Armin. He's adorable. Yeah, he is. Armin and Annie, what are the feels? I ship it. I have no problem with it. I think it's not. Again, I I wish the show had more time with some of these characters, because Annie and Armin could probably work out. They seem pretty balanced on each other. I like them better. Season 1, 2, and 3, I like way more than season 4. Along with the reasons stated for Mika's retcon, I also dislike the fact that they're going very manga style on this, where they have all like the lines under their necks and under their eyes and all of that. None of that was necessary. And they're very sharp line. I'm not a fan of their new animation style. I get it. They're trying to make it look more like the manga. Fine, whatever. It's very well done. But I never watched Attack on Titan because it looked like the manga. It's like saying that you're watching Harry Potter because they look exactly like they do in the books. No. I honestly preferred how they had everybody in season 1 and 2 versus I don't like it. Herman's haircut looks like Prince Charming from Shrek 2. Right? They did better. But why is everybody getting an undercut now? Like, did Levi start something and Aaron was like, oh, everybody's getting short hair. I got to grow mine out. If you're going to make a season 4, keep it. Yeah. I mean, season 3 wasn't bad. I mean, it was definitely that transition from they definitely got more funding in season 3. But why did we have to change it in season 4? Why didn't we just stick with the company that did season 3 and do season 4 the same way? The hash lines everywhere are just driving me nuts. It reminds me of looking at a Lemony Snicket book. That's what it looks like to me, and it's frightening. Kind of worried that my cousin will say something more about my piercing because she's really rude like that. You know what, Crystal? I'm sorry if your cousin does say something, but I think your piercing's amazing. So I hope you're proud of it, and I hope that you don't let what she says bother you too much. Because I think that would be amazing. I wouldn't make fun of it. I'm honestly jealous of anybody brave enough to do anything extra to themselves like that. What did I miss, Ash? I think I told everybody to go to your channel so we can name the character. He wanted Erwin. I kind of want Erwin because, and I heard this somewhere. I think if Erwin had lived, we wouldn't have the issues we're having now in season 4 with the scouts and the Jaegerists. I think Erwin would have been more inclined to help Eren. And I think that would have put things in a different perspective for everybody. I think Erwin should have lived. I mean, Armin's great. Armin's really sweet. Armin's really cool. But I think Erwin should have been brought back. I think Levi was wrong. I think he gave in to Eren and chose Armin. I think he should have gone with his gut and done Erwin, because Erwin could have kept the scouts together. We wouldn't have had such a division, and everything would have worked out a little better. We still would have had the Jaegerists. Yes, we would have had the Jaegerists. But I feel like there would have been more unity in the scouts, and there wouldn't have been such deep divides that it felt like being a traitor to side with Eren, or it felt like you were the enemy. I think Erwin should have lived. I, again, think Levi gave in to Eren because feelings. Crystal, follow your heart and don't listen. Exactly. Nice. He says if she does say something, my mom will tell her off probably. Nice. Very good. Really bugs me how people make rude comments on how Levi looks. He gained a lot of weight. I think he's really good weight. I didn't even think Levi had a weight problem. The style just looks weird. Even Eren is looking very strange. I'm not a fan of how Eren looks either. Like, what the hell is with that haircut? Like, his long hair looks good, but they show flashbacks of it when it's like as short as I used to have my hair. And it doesn't look very good. It looks very strange. Very strange. Levi is cute, to be honest with Hesher. Yeah, I mean, he is cute. I think the scene where he got mad that everybody else was growing was great. He was not happy that everybody else was growing around him. I think that was probably one of the better scenes. It's only going to get sad from here. I know it is. I know it's coming for Levi, and I'm like, why? Why do you have to do this? No one seems to get a happy ending in this show. And I get that's the point, that not everything gets a happy ending, but you could have done something else. You really could have. I don't get why Aaron became the villain in season. From what I can understand, Aaron became the villain to prevent a future he saw. And it's basically his choices were either, I mean, none of it's good. None of the choices are good. But, Zeke's plan was to make everybody sterile. So nobody could have any more babies and the population would die out completely. And Aaron's plan was to wipe out 80% of the population that wasn't on his island. So basically his island is the only last bit of humanity. Don't know how that worked. Or, the 20% is his island and Marley. But I don't get why he had to become an asshole to do it. I think it was just that he wanted everybody to hate him. So then when he did it, they weren't surprised. It's about the only thing I got. Honestly, I've come up with a way that they could have done it where it didn't have to be like this. But they did Sasha dirty, yes. But apparently Sayama wanted her dead in season 2, so only he's gaining weight. People said I think that's exactly wrong. Yeah. Now I'm like, wait, he gained weight? No, the animation style changed. But yeah, I think Aaron went villain because he wanted everybody to hate him. So when he did what he did, nobody was upset. Everybody was like, oh yeah, he's just the bad guy. He sacrificed what little humanity he had left for his friends. Basically, he wanted his friends to live, so he sacrificed what little humanity he had or felt he had left in doing that. And I think that was bullshit. I've already come up with a better way of how this could have been done. Emily Thompson wins for freckles. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I left for the scene. But if anybody's interested in what my idea is for how Aaron could have really solved the Titan problem, let me know, and I might discuss it with you guys either Discord or here next week. But we have gone for our hour. Oh no. I have AirPods, so I understand. I wouldn't want to go back to normal headphones either. He could have had a family or happy future. He really could have. Like I said, I've come up with a way that he could have done this without it, all the self-sacrificing villain arc BS, but, that's just me. I'm a sucker for happy endings, or at least happier endings. I can't. If I make it through this next season at all, it'll be a miracle. But anyway. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining and have a great weekend. And thank you for listening to all of my various rants. And I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye-bye, everybody.